Is Ryan Garcia going insane or a marketing genius? Stick around, we're going to find out.
Good morning to you too.
Now, let's lay some groundwork. Is Ryan Garcia an amazing boxer? Yes, he is. That's not what we're here to discuss. We're here to talk about what the fuck is happening, because it's not okay. All right. Now, listen, I'm a big fan of the sweet science of boxing, but I do like the entertainment side of it. And I do think this is why the UFC is destroying boxing financially, public opinion, and just in everything, because boxing has gotten a little stale. And is Ryan Garcia the mix-up that boxing needs to get back on track as a spectacle? Okay. Listen, before there was Money Mayweather, there was Pretty Boy Floyd. Listen, Ryan Garcia, a pretty boy who has caught the eye and attention of mainstream with, Instagram and everything. His demographic, his look, everything works for him to generate eyeballs, not just for his fighting ability. Heavy lies the pretty boy crown, all right? That brings a lot of hate if people don't think that you're being challenged and you're getting more than you actually deserve based on your fighting ability. So every time that Ryan Garcia had a fight and he knocked him out early, people would always question the level of ability of his opponents. And it wasn't really until the Gervonta Davis fight you saw him with a very top tier fighter. And then we saw what happened. When you start getting concussed and CTE, things can change in your head. Like, there's no denying that. Now let's get to what is happening with Ryan Garcia currently. I don't know if Ryan Garcia is faking it. Okay. And what makes me think that he might not be now is the fact that he missed weight by 3 pounds. And what was it, 2.5, 3.5 pounds? You can say all you want. You can do all the antics, but missing weight by 3 pounds is pretty substantial. And listen, this is what happens when you don't have a good team and support system around you. When you have just yes men and people who are making money off you. You got Oscar De La Hoya just doing lines of cocaine off his back. If he's just trolling, then this is the greatest troll of all time, because he is generating a lot of eyeballs. But it's at what cost? Because it's gotten weird when you're claiming to be so religious and all this stuff, and then you're trying to someone's mama, say I put my dick in your mouth. He was just saying weird stuff at the press conference. He's gotten very manic with the way the nose twitches and the eyes. The eyes don't lie, Chico. It's interesting to watch. And at the end of the day, this is entertainment. People always want to look at martial arts and fighting. And this even happens in comedy. You think you should get things based on your ability to do it. But the truth is, this is entertainment, and you have to be able to provide a certain level of entertainment and bring something to the table. It's not always the best fighters are the ones who get paid the most. And you kind of have to do things to get people invested in the fight. I think overall what boxing has is a funnel issue. They need to break out of the same old model and mold that they use for promoting fights and even just introducing people to fighters. If I hear the same old guy narrate these 24/7 HBO specials behind the scenes thing, but across the island, there's another man training hard, and then hitting mitts. Let's spice it up a bit. Okay, let's do something new. Let's learn about these people. If I have to give credit to anybody, the UFC is great at marketing fighters, getting you invested. But that's the problem when you have kind of this open platform. There's so many different champions and things going on. To get back on topic, what's happening with Ryan Garcia, I think it's a bad camp. I think it's people around him who don't have the best intentions for him, family support system, whatever it is, he's struggling. I don't think this is fake, okay? Is he going to go out there and he's going to fight and box? Yeah, he's a very talented boxer. Here's the truth. If he didn't take this fight serious and he just did conditioning and everything, he would still do well. In a sense of he's still doing what he does. It might just be a little off, or Devin seems a lot better or whatever. But this is like a game of inches. That's why it's so delicate where you peak in your training camp, what you're doing, how you're preparing for it. It's like these small little tweaks. Missing weight by that much is an issue. And that's the thing. That's why this whole thing is confusing. Him pretending to drink alcohol at the weigh-in. I think it can be both things. I think he can be trying to play into it, but also be dealing with some shit at the same time. He's like Britney Spears dancing with knives right now is what Ryan Garcia is doing. Oscar De La Hoya's got his crazy eyes on Ryan Garcia. When you start seeing these kind of characters lurking in the back, boxing is one of the dirtiest games that there is out there. Promoters and everything, the amount of money that they make and screw people over, and they don't care. It's literally a human version of cockfighting in the sense of they're not here to protect you. You're their rooster. They're throwing in the center and people are spending money on. You're just the product, okay? And when you have these characters that obviously don't even care about himself, like Oscar De La Hoya barely cares about himself. Why is he going to care about Ryan Garcia? They're not looking out long-term for him. They're squeezing him out like a sponge, okay? All that to be said, we're going to find out. I don't think he comes out focused. I don't think it's going to be a thing where he's looking just as sharp because I think he is distracted. Okay, I think he's trying to get in Devin Haney's head, but I also think he's going through a lot of shit. You only have a certain amount of rocket fuel. And if you're using all your energy to troll on Instagram, if Ryan Garcia really is trolling, God bless him. He's a marketing genius and he really did it. But I think what we're seeing is a little bit of both worlds. I think we're seeing someone who is a little mentally unstable and not focused on the fight that is also leaning into it to sell the fight. Okay, it can be both things. It doesn't have to be one or the other. A younger kid who's dealing with a bad loss with Gervonta Davis is feeling maybe like some people turn their back on him, a little frustrated, confused, and we're seeing him act out a little bit. So more important than anything, I just hope he figures it out. I hate when these things happen online because online is not a real world. Okay, it's a fake world. And sometimes if you're reading into the comments and what other people are saying so much, it can mold your view on what you think people want and what you think that is reality. It might be good after this fight, Ryan Garcia just kind of gets away. Go live in the mountains, all right? You got some money. You're hanging out with all these OnlyFans girls. Just go live in a mountain. Get away from the OnlyFans. You want a girl that's not on OnlyFans. You want a girl with no fans. That's a freebie for the young kings. Get a girl with no fans, okay? You have a much happier, stress-free life. If you don't do that, you're going to end up like Ryan Garcia out there drinking Kool-Aid at weigh-ins. But anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, stick around. I post content all the time, podcasts, live show dates in Austin. And remember, no matter what, I love you.